Hey there, this is Vicky Arsenault, and you're listening to another episode of the Facing Your Fears podcast. Hey there, so today I wanted to talk to you about a verse from Ecclesiastes, and it is chapter 11 and verse 4. Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. Now, I personally love Ecclesiastes. This book to me is one of my favorites and most life-giving book, although I know lots of people end up looking at this book as kind of depressing. But basically what it all comes down to is that, you hear it being said that everything is meaningless. And what it means is without God, everything is meaningless. Like, what's the point of everything if not to be here to serve God and to just live out the purposes He has for your life? And this particular verse I really love because I have been one in the past where I've had a few businesses over the years. I am always getting ready to get ready to get ready to do something or to launch something or to sell something or to help someone. And farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant, and if they watch every cloud, they never harvest. And so what happens, getting ready means I'm not being active. I'm not actively doing anything to move forward. And so I have learned over time that I just need to do things scared. I was at a conference one time and I heard a woman say, "What if someone's victory is on the other side of your fear?" And when she said that, I was like, oh, because I really had a hard time selling my product or service to people. I felt very guilty and ashamed and, all kinds of insecurities about running my business, which I loved. But, I just had all of these other hangups, which will be other episodes. So I would kind of dilly-dally and take my time and maybe not do all the actions that I should be doing in order to reach people to help them have victory. And when she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. And another person that really influenced me was Ed Milet. If you find his podcast, he is incredible. And I heard him say on a podcast one time that what if you got to the end of your life and you met your creator and he held up an image of the person that he created you to be? Would it look like you're looking in the mirror, or would it look like you don't even recognize that person? And when he said that, I thought, wow, you know, we can sometimes let fear keep us from doing the things that God wanted us to be or want us to do. And, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter what anyone else thinks about us? Like, I know when I get to the end of my life, I want to hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant." If there was ever going to be that image that God created me to be, and if I was ever going to see that, I want to look like that image. I don't want to say, "Oh no, I cared too much what everyone else thought, so I didn't do anything to move forward," or "I was so afraid of failing that I just didn't." No, I don't want to be that person, and I don't want you guys to be that person. You have a mission on this planet. You are living and breathing for a reason. We talked about Psalm 139 and how God knew every single day that you were going to live before you even lived one of them. So comforting, so amazing. I just love that so much because we don't have to be perfect. And the cool thing is, like, when you're looking through the Bible, you never see a place where God is like, "Oh, you're a person of high esteem and high intelligence. Let me use you to do my work." No, He always chooses people who feel inadequate or, by society's terms, don't look super successful. And I love that because that means it really just comes down to if your heart is willing. So, is your heart willing today? I can be honest with you, pressing record on these podcasts each day is hard. I cannot tell you how incompetent I feel at doing this. I listen to podcasts all the time and they're so polished and beautiful and they have these wonderful intros and outros and their sound is fantastic. And then there's me with AirPods and an iPad right now, starting out. And I feel like I don't want to even tell people that this exists. At the same time, I'm like, no, Vicky, you've got to do this. God put this on your heart, and you really just need to do it. And so I make myself step out and do this, even feeling 100% uncomfortable doing it, because you have to take actions. Nothing's ever going to get better if you haven't even tried it yet. So, my podcasts as I go on down the line are going to get better. I'll get a better microphone, I'll have a better setup. I will have better sound, better intros and outros. Maybe one day I'll learn how to edit so that these won't all just be me flying off the cuff here with whatever happens to pop into my head. One day maybe they're going to be awesome, but right now this is just where they are. And even though I'm scared to do it, I think it's important to step out and do it anyway. And I'm doing it from a place where I hope that it's going to encourage you guys, that whatever it is that is scary to you, you're afraid to do it, but God has really put it on your heart to do it, that you're just going to step out and do it anyway. And don't be afraid of failing and people making fun of you and all that. Who knows what I am opening myself up to right now? Um, Criticism and, all kinds of other things. It's okay because I'm not doing it for everybody. I'm doing this for God. And I'm hoping that he's going to have the right people listening it who need to hear the message that he wants them to hear. And that is why I am being obedient and doing it. So, what is it in your life that you've been putting off? And what can you do to step forward in that today? So I just want to leave you with that today. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to shoot me an email or find me on Facebook at Coach Vicky Arsenault, then feel free to go there as well. But I'd love to hear from you and just hear what it is that God has put on your heart that you've been really scared to do, or maybe you don't know the first step to take, or whatever. But just, I want to pray with you and I want to just be alongside you as you are taking these steps, because God has an amazing plan for your life and He has a way for you to make impact for Him, for His glory. We are all here for His glory in the first place. We're here as ambassadors for Christ. So let's not get caught up in what everybody else is thinking about us. Let's get super focused, keeping our eyes on God, and just not looking to the right or the left, just staying focused on Him and the mission that He has for you. So, hope you have an awesome week this week, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.